It's March. Hoopla. The NCAA tournament highlights are presented locally by Pelche Chevrolet.
So it's Sunday, and that means another person from the East Texas sporting world is joining me this evening in the studio. I have LeTourneau University men's basketball coach Dan Miller in the house. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining me.
It's great to be here.
Appreciate it. So I know you had a pretty phenomenal season just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I know it had to come to an end, but tell me what it was like to go dancing in the D3 tournament.
Man, it was a great experience. I was so happy for our guys and for our university. They worked so hard the last couple of years, and we almost got in the year before. So to get into the tournament this year and go to the national tournament was a great experience for all our guys, something that they'll always remember, and to win a game. You know, we didn't just go to be there. We went there. We won a game, beat a good team in Hanover.
Right. I mean, you go up against Hanover. I mean, you pretty much crushed them. Emory, I know that was I watched it back here, and that was a crazy game. I know that point guard dropped like, what, 19 and 10. Yeah. And I know Nate had to get it going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that ending was not the way you guys wanted to end, but this was still historic. I mean, this is the first time that this school has ever done this.
Right, it was, and that's something that we'll always take away. I mean, you know, we won 24 games. The ASC is a great conference. You know, there's great schools. I mean, right here in East Texas, the ETBU is a great team. UT Tyler's a great team, and you know, for us to be on top of those guys and win 24 games and represent our conference, we're very proud of that. But that Emory game was one of those games. You know, we'll think about it a long time, to lose by 1 point to the number 6 team in the nation. You know, but we played them right to the last shot, and you know, we had it in our best player's hands at the time, and Nate took a good shot. But we plan on being back there, and he'll do great things next year.
And I mean, you've been here for 4 seasons as head coach. I mean, you've built this program, and now here you guys, I mean, you guys were dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that in just such a short amount of time? And is it about getting the right kids in, or I mean, what is it about?
You know, there's a lot of things that go to building a program. You know, when I was blessed, Coach Dykey and our athletic director, Coach Dykey, hired me, you know, and took a chance, you know, to bring me in. One thing I did say is I wanted to turn us to the top program in the ASC, and it wasn't an overnight thing. You know, it took, going through our first season was a losing record, but then the last 3 seasons we've been getting better and better. The last 2 seasons have been pretty special, winning the ASC East. So just getting the right kids, it's all about those guys. They work hard, they believe in each other, have a true family atmosphere.
And speaking of those kids, I know there are some guys. Talk a little bit about those seniors that you have. You have 3 of those guys. How have they has that senior leadership have they imparted that wisdom on those young guys?
Man, we had a great senior class. You know, we had 5 seniors total. You know, some of them played more than others, but all 5 made an impact, you know, have a legacy at LeTourneau. And, you know, I think they had the 2 most successful seasons, you know, in LeTourneau history back-to-back, and they were a big part of that. So, you know, Sam Talbert had been there for all 4 years, and Justin Ida. So for those 2 to be there all 4 years and see the turnaround, go all the way to 24 wins is pretty special. And, you know, they'll always be part of our LeTourneau basketball family.
Right, and I mean, now you kind of have this young core coming back with Mr. West. I mean, you got Ryan. I mean, you already have such a team that's already intact. I mean, how do you kind of build off of that?
Yeah, you know, the ASC, like I said earlier, is a great league. So we got to keep recruiting. You know, I'm always recruiting, and so is my assistant. You know, we're working hard to bring guys in, but we do return a very good team. We return a lot of starters, and, you know, Nate West, a great player, Justin Moore, Caleb Loggins, Christian Seidel, Seth Matson. So, you know, we have a good core coming back, and we're trying to add some very good talent. Because, you know, we felt like when we lost to Emory in that second round of 32 in the NCAA, it was a great feeling, but we had a little bit more. So, you know, if everything works out, you know, we'd love to get a little further next year.
Well, I'm hoping that you guys get that large bid. Actually, I'm not hoping that you get that large bid. I hope you guys get in without even needing that. Thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate everything.